Understanding your pool's reticulation system is vitally important to the effectiveness and cost efficiency of running and maintaining your pool. This video serves as a guide to pool owners as to the best reticulation system and the operation of your system. Your pool is unique, however it conforms to a basic layout shared with most pools. With changing circumstances, there is always a need to adapt, and Peninsula Pool Renovations now recommends the introduction of new key components into the reticulation system of your pool. Understanding the layout and how all components work is important to maintain your pool's health at the most cost-effective way. A typical pool setup contains some or all of the following components: the pool, skimmer box, a pump, multi-port valve, a filter, chlorinator for saltwater pools, return nozzle, and the associated piping. We highly recommend the addition of these new components: a second suction port under the skimmer box, a backwash cartridge filter, and 1 or 2 return ports to aid your pool circulation. What does each component do? The skimmer box is the primary suction port that allows for the water in the pool to be sucked into the pool pump. It also is the first catchment of leaves and other debris floating on the surface of your pool. This is then caught in the leaf basket and is to be cleaned. A pipe that leads to the pool cleaner is inserted into the skimmer box, and it is the pump that drives the cleaner. Many pools have suffered during the water shortages because the water level within the pool has dropped lower than the skimmer box, and without the ability to top up the pool water has been unfiltered. By creating a second suction port lower down in the pool under the skimmer box, this allows for the continued filtration of the water even if the water level drops. There are valves at the pump inlet to switch between the skimmer and the lower suction port. The pump has a wet side and a dry side. The dry side is the actual pump motor, and the wet side is the section where the water passes through. The pump is used to suck water from the pool via the skimmer and/or the lower suction port through the pump inlet pipe into the second debris catcher. A leaf basket is housed within the pump and filters out all big material before it travels through the pump and into the filter. This needs to be cleaned often to ensure that there is minimal strain on the pump motor. The pump needs to be airtight and primed in order to work. A multi-port valve is the way for the operator to change the direction of flow and for the cleaning of the filter. Each setting on the multi-port valve has a specific purpose. The multi-port lever would most often be in the filter position. This provides for normal water filtration sent into the pump via the filter vent cowl. The water flows from the cowl at the top of the filter and then pushes through the filter medium, which would be sand or glass beads. This cleans the water before it is pushed through the filter fingers and returned to the multi-port valve. The water is then sent to the chlorinator and back to the pool. The lever will be moved to the backwash position when the filter needs to be cleaned. As normal filtration takes place over time, all the dirt and impurities in the water will be caught in the filtration medium. This will need to be cleaned to allow for effective filtration to happen. A filter will need to be backwashed for 2 to 3 minutes. The water flow from the multi-port valve is then sent from the bottom of the filter up through the medium. It then dislodges the dirt and impurities and cleans the medium. Normally this water will be pumped to waste, causing a total loss of this water. With our new backwash filter component, this cleaned water is returned directly to the pool with no loss of water at all. The lever is moved to the rinse position after the completion of the backwash. This allows for the final rinse of the water in the filter and is also returned to the pool with the use of the backwash filter. Run the filter in this position for 1 or 2 minutes. The lever is moved to the waste position if the pool level needs to be dropped. All water sucked from the pool is sent directly down the waste pipe and into a drain. Always be careful not to drain your pool without the advice of a pool professional, as structural damage could be caused. The lever is moved to the bypass position if you wish to circulate the pool water without passing through the filter. This is useful when you add chemicals to the pool and have to dissolve those chemicals in the pool water without going through the filter. The lever is moved to the closed position only when servicing the pool. Never run the pump with a multi-port valve in the closed position. The filter is the main component that is required to clean your pool water and has various elements within this filter. The filter casing. This holds the filtration medium and then allows for the pressure within the filter to rise and pushes water down through the medium to clean it. The water enters the filter casing at the top of the filter through the filter vent cowl, allowing for the even distribution of water within the filter. At the bottom of the filter, there is an array of filter fingers, and these allow the cleaned water to pass through back into the multi-port valve. The fingers prevent the medium and dirt to pass through back to the pool. At the top of the filter casing is the filter lid. This is normally bolted into place to allow the build-up of pressure within the filter. However, it is also available to give access to the inside of the filter if you are to replace the filter medium and or the filter vent cowl or fingers if needed. Filter medium. This is the substance that is used to clean the dirt and impurities within the water as it passes through the medium. This medium can be the traditional sand or glass beads. If your pool is a salt pool, then a chlorinator will be present. This allows for the creation of chlorine gas that is circulated back into the pool. This chlorine gas is produced by means of electrolysis using two parallel titanium plates within a tube. This is a new component that must be added to your reticulation system. This allows for the cleaning of the backwashed water directly from the filter through a paper cartridge before being returned to your pool. No water is lost during this process, saving thousands of liters of water and money. This is the vertical housing of the cartridge. One inlet pipe and one outlet pipe is found at the bottom of the casing, allowing for the flow of water through the filter. The filter casing lid. This is a screw-on lid that allows access to the paper cartridge for cleaning purposes and sealing of the casing to allow the pressure to be built up during use. The paper cartridge filter. This is the filter that the backwashed water will pass through and filter out dirt and impurities before being returned to the pool. We recommend that you have a second spare cartridge filter that can be used when the first is dirty. The used one is removed from the backwash filter casing and is allowed to dry and can be cleaned using a brush to remove the dirt before it is reused. The backwash filter pressure gauge. This is the visual reference of the pressure within the backwash filter casing and can be a good indication that the cartridge needs to be cleaned. The backwash filter pressure release valve. This release valve allows the pressure to be released from within the casing so as to open the lid. The plumbing of the reticulation system should be set up to allow for the introduction of these new components. Extra piping is required, and within this piping, various flow valves will be installed. Depending on what operation you are doing, these valves are opened or closed to allow for the correct flow of water. A flow valve handle is closed if it crosses the direction of the pipe and is open if the valve handle is in the same direction as the pipe. Most pools, depending on the size, have only one return nozzle that allows for the flow of water back into the pool. For very effective circulation of water within a pool, we recommend installation of 2 or more nozzles. By introducing water back into the pool in 2 or 3 different positions, the circulation of the pool aids the cleaning of the pool. There are various pipes required within the reticulation system, and they allow for the correct flow of water through the system. There are suction pipes that draw water from the pool, from the skimmer box or lower suction port. A pipe leads from the pump to the multi-port valve, and then that pipe runs into the filter, and after it's been through the filter, it returns to the multi-port valve. A pipe takes water from the multi-port valve to the chlorinator, and then into the inlet pipes. and back to the pool's water inlet nozzles. From the multi-port valve, there is a pipe that allows the backwash water to enter the backwash filter casing and another pipe that feeds the water back into the inlet pipes. There is a pipe that leads to waste in the event of the pool's water level needs to be dropped. By adding water tanks to your home and using this stored water as a way to top up your pool, and the installation of a good quality pool cover, you have also converted your pool into a water neutral pool. Clearly understanding your pool's reticulation system and the advantages of introducing these new components will bring about a more cost-effective way of keeping your pool in the best condition, ready to use. Please feel free to contact Tom Botha from Peninsula Pool Renovations at info@poolrenovation.co.za for a quote to renovate your pool and its reticulation system.